Karine, the Republicans were able to pass a bill in the Senate that overturned the president's student loan plan. What does it say that Democrats such as John Tester and Joe Manchin supported overturning that bill, and do you have a timetable on the veto?
So, again, it has to come to us. The president clearly is going to veto this bill. What I can say is I think what's important here is, I'm not going to speak directly to how members, senators voted on this, but I will say, and I said this a few times, this is when you think about the students, the student relief program, this is going to give Americans a little bit of breathing room, especially after going through the pandemic. We've said this over and over again, 90% of the relief is going to go to Americans who make $75,000 or less. That matters. This is part of the president's economic policy, his economic plan, to make sure we do not leave anybody behind. And so, he's going to continue to fight for American families, and if this bill gets his desk, as I just mentioned, he's going to veto it. And so, look, again, it's going to help American families. This is why the president put this forth, especially after getting through the pandemic. And we wanted to make sure that people didn't default when their loan payments resume, which is going to happen next month, in August. I should be more clear, in August.
Just a couple of Republicans felt that the defense funding levels were too low, and they sought assurances from both the Democratic and Republican leaders in the Senate that it's possible more security funding could be provided. Is the president open to additional defense funding, or does he feel like under this deal that the defense spending is sufficient?
So look, we kept the levels that the president asked for, as you know, if you look at his fiscal year 2024 budget, and so that's important. The president felt like he was able to protect that. I'm not going to go into what's, there's going to be an appropriations process, as you all know. Director Young talked about that when she was here, so certainly not going to get into that process. But look, this is a deal, a bipartisan agreement, a common sense, reasonable bipartisan agreement, and when you negotiate on these types of agreement, no one gets everything that they want, and we've been very clear about that. And so, look, the president's going to talk later this evening, speak directly to the American people, and they'll hear from him.